Welcome to the After Show, the show where we bring it to you raw and real about your favorite mainstream and reality TV shows and your favorite actors, the ones we love and the ones we hate. Trust me, no topic is off limits. Tonight we're going to be talking about Marriage Bootcamp, Season 8, Episode 8, and Episode 9. But before we do that, let me introduce you to the guys on the couch. Guy number 2, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm guy number 2, and I'm cracking the whip, and I ain't taking no lip.
Guy number 3, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm back again, guy number 3, and I'm giving you my opinion.
Yes, they are. And of course, the show is hosted by yours truly, COWAN. We're about to give it to you, raw and real. Let's go. Okay, you guys, look, we just got finished watching the Empire season finale, the winter season finale. Okay. Lots of stuff going on, lots of storylines going on. Some things, I don't think anything really wrapped up for me, but there's definitely some other hanging threads, if you will, in the storyline, which will lead us through. We'll pick up next season and kind of carry us through to the actual finale. So look, I want to have guy number 3 give us his opinion on this finale of Empire. What did you think about tonight's finale?
It didn't really blow me away.
Right.
Yeah, it didn't really blow me away, but it's a winter finale, so I guess the winter finale, because it's coming back next month, so it's not like a season finale, so I guess that's expected. But it seems like it was okay. I'm looking to see what happens next.
Awesome. Guy number 2, what did you think about Empire's season finale tonight?
Well, it's a little interesting. I really like the fact that you see a little bit of a direction as to where some of the characters are going, as far as like Andre and what he's now developing into, and Cookie, with her new romance, and just seeing a couple of things with Lucius and stuff like that. So I'm really kind of liking it because it's getting ready to flush itself out, and I think we're going to see the show go into a different direction. So even though it wasn't explosive, it was still good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my opinion about the Empire finale tonight was that they gave us a glimpse earlier on in the season as to what they were trying to do in terms of music. And I like the fact that they added the operatic element to this season, and it wasn't just hip hop, so they kind of diversified the music a bit, which drew me in, and I love that. And I really, really love the Taye Diggs character, adding him because he adds a bit of pizzazz and class to the entire Empire blueprint, if you will. Just
Right.
Just putting him on the show, he literally classes it up. He brings the class to it. So I like that, and I like that relationship between him and Cookie. So that was great. Tonight's episode, though, did not seem like a finale to me. It seemed like a basic episode. Was it good? Yeah. Was it great? I wouldn't say great. It was good. It was good. It wasn't like, okay, let me turn away. It wasn't like, ugh. And they've given us some shows that make me feel like, ugh. But for the most part, I like this tonight's episode. It was good to see Gabby in a leather jacket. I said, look at Gabby.
Yes.
Gabby
Marble
is
Yeah.
breaking
Yes.
and looking incredible. So kudos to Gabby. Thumbs up to you and that stylist who's up and dressing you, doing it. And I don't know if you guys, I want to ask Trinity what she thought about the episode tonight too. But before I do, I don't know if you guys saw that coat that Lucius wore when he went to the carnival. to the amusement park. There was a white tweed coat with the leather. I had that coat.
Really?
I had that coat. So I don't know who went back in the trunk and in the wardrobe and in the closet and pulled that out from the 80s, but I had that coat. I
said, stop it, Lucius. Just stop it.
Stop it. It probably was mine. I had that coat. But anyway, look, let's get Trinity's opinion about tonight's finale. What did you think about it?
The finale, it wasn't over the top, but it did leave you did have expectation, and it did leave you wanting. That's the whole thing. So in that respect, it did what it was supposed to do. You had an expectation, and it did leave you wanting. All of the stuff in between, obviously, we can work with. She wore that white fur Cookie, that coat. Oh, the coat was everything. The white on white on white. The white was forever. Oh, my God, the coat is everything. I like that Maul came out and performed in front of the audience, but I like the balance. Like right after he did the performance, he had to go get help.
You talked about this coat. I was paying a lot of attention to that coat, too, because I was snacking at the time. You know, I snack while I'm watching. And it reminded me of a Hostess Snowball. You know the Hostess Snowball? She looked like a Hostess Snowball. I was ready to eat.
Wear it.
Yeah. And then, look, you talked about Jamal having that great performance, and then, you know, coming off stage, and it was the intervention right there. It was like, okay, you're going straight to rehab. And I kind of feel like that's what Sheree and her husband should have did to that son. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to get him. Don't get no ideas. This is it. Mm-hmm.
Right. We're signing you away. Any kid of ours that gets caught drinking and driving and drunking and smoking is going straight to rehab. You know? Yeah.
This is where you're going to end up. So we're going to cut to the chase right now.
Exactly. So look, guy number 2, tell me this. What did you think about Andre's character finally freeing himself from the ghost of that wife, that ex-wife?
Thank God he is letting her go. I am so glad he finally has just reached a point where he's letting her go. Because now, you know, his new friend is going to be able to come in. And I think that that's going to really give, you know, some expansion to the storyline, because it's time to see him in a different light and not tied to her anymore. So we know that he's going to kind of venture into the dark side. We saw how it ended. So this is going to be good. It's going to be a really good character development.
Correct. The ghost of that deceased wife. So guy number 3, talk to me about the relationship between Andre and the new girlfriend. Do you think this is something that's going to last, or do you think that she's working with, you know, her adopted dad, if you will, adopted brother, or whatever he's playing, he's playing himself to be? Do you think she's working with him, or do you think she really has love for Andre?
Well, I do like them two together. It's nice to see him with somebody. I'm hoping that she's not working with him, but it looks like it could be, or maybe it's not. Maybe she don't really know. But I think I like them two together. I think he needs somebody like her. It seems like he needs somebody. Like he can't be alone, you know? And, you know, he really misses his former wife, which I'm still a little upset that she's off the show. Because I really, I think they needed a balance there. It's like, I'm not saying that they should have like a bunch of, you know, Caucasian people, but I think that they needed a balance, and I was disappointed that they got rid of her. I liked her character, and I liked her on the show, and I hope they bring somebody like that back on the show. That's my opinion.
What about you, Trinity? What did you think about, you know, Andre finally being able to let go of the wife, the deceased wife, and move on with this young lady?
Did he let go of his wife? That's the thing. I was watching that scene, and I'm like, did he really let go of her? It's kind of like, I'll let go, but here are these instructions, And so there's always going to be, it appears, a part of her that's in him that he has to fulfill, because you remember the instructions, destroy her, because she murdered me and our child. So she kind of left a bit of vengeance. So did she really let go, or did he really let go? Those are the questions that I was asking, myself when I saw that scene. That, I don't know, Dre. I don't know if you're really letting her go, or you just teamed up with somebody who's actually looking for fame, and the quickest way to the top, she just wants to get there as fast as she can. And so It's whatever it takes.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of the young ladies today, and guys too. Mm-hmm. But you said, did he really let go? Is she gone? Well, baby, that thing walked out into the water like Godzilla. Do you guys remember the end credits for Godzilla versus King Kong when they got in that big fight and they went into the water? They fell into the water, and then we only saw one figure kind of walking off into the distance in the water. It was very that to me. So I was like, okay, she's gone. I ain't never seen a ghost drown before, but she gone. And then he kissed the ring and threw it. I'm always baffled about stuff like that, right?
And you know what? I still wanted her to have a funeral. Unless I missed it, she was never properly buried.
Well, look, it ain't up to black folks to be burying white folks. They didn't bury us. Exactly.
I love it.
But it seems like we all kind of agree, to some degree, we all agree that tonight's episode was like, okay, we can rock with that. And, I want to talk to you guys about another finale. And we're going to do that in a few moments. Guy number 3 talked about this new show, Star, that Lee Daniels, the producer of Empire, has premiered tonight. Another show, 3 young women who are going to work their way up into being a supergroup. Seems interesting. I don't want to get into a big conversation about it, but they have some interesting characters on it. I see Lenny Kravitz and Queen Latifah, some big names there, and so some not so big names, although somewhat familiar, in Atlanta. Lawrence J. Is it Lawrence J? Lawrence? Miss Lawrence.
That's who that was. That's who that was.
The show. Well, kudos for that, but it's kind of like, let's get all the gays together and do a show, and let's put all the gays on. So no, really, I'm not. It's not an attack against the gays. It's like, okay, it's gay season, so let's make gay shows and only hire gays and get the gays in and get the ones who look gay or have been presumed gay, assumed gay, caught doing gay things, or the fantasy of gay people. Let's get them all together and let's work. So it's interesting, and it's interesting to see who's going to show up in that show. So what were you going to say, guy number 3?
No, I was going to say that it seems like when you were talking about familiar faces, it seems like one of the girls, I'm not sure, but it looks like one of the girls looks like the girl from the group 3LW. I don't know if anybody remembers them. If that's her, I don't know.
I remember them, but I don't know if that's her. But we'll find out later on when we explore that show. Let's move on to Marriage Bootcamp, Season 8, Episode 8 and 9. 8 and 9, you guys. We haven't reviewed that travesty in a few weeks. And I'm going to tell you why I called it a travesty, because I love that show. You guys love that show as well, so we are kind of on the same accord with that, right? We all love Marriage Bootcamp.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. I didn't hear guy number 3. Do you love that?
Well, like the other week when we were tweeting, I told you that this was the first time I watched that show. I've never watched it.
He's just coming on board. Mm-hmm.
And I said it was quite interesting, and I grew to like it. I mean, especially with the host. I never got a chance to see the other hosts, but I was told about them.
Oh, okay. So Okay.
I've never seen the other shows. I've never seen them. I've never seen the other hosts. I've never seen the other shows. This is the first time. It was really good.
Brandy Fresh.
Yeah. I tweeted, I said I can't wait to January into the new season. Seems like it's going to be another crazy season.
Yeah, I saw that tweet.
Awesome. Okay, look, guys, here's what happened. Season 8, episode 8. So in episode 8, there was a bunch of self-hate unleashed when the stars had to forgive themselves. Mm-hmm. They had to forgive themselves for things that had taken on they had taken on in the past and done in the past, or experienced in the past. Jade gets pushed to the edge. Kiki and Margot go head to head. Lies about a secret kiss lead to trouble, and it's just a lot of just stuff that went on in that episode. Also, it's C. So we were tuned in. Everybody was like, "Okay, we're right here for you, Marriage Boot Camp. We're ready. We're rocking. We're with the couples. We're with the doctor. We're with the judge. We're ready to go." And when I tell you, snooze, clues, it was a snooze cruise, Blue's Clues. It was a mess. When I tell you it's not even worth discussing, I'm going to move right on to episode 9. Do you guys agree that we should just move on?
I agree.
Move on.
Yeah, unanimous. It was a mess. Okay, so look, let's talk about episode 9. Episode 9, which is, which was last week's episode, one show away from the finale. This week we're going to see the finale of Marriage Boot Camp. Who stays together and who leaves? But episode 9 was the bomb. Everybody's in the house, all the couples in the house, and what happens? Judge Lynn Tola comes in, she gathers everyone, and she says, "You can fool the doctors, you can fool me, but you can't fool them." And she calls out 5 of her buddies, polygraph experts. Blew the minds of every housemate. Yep. They didn't know what they were going to be asked. They were going to be strapped on, and taken to the rodeo. And so it was amazing to see. I thought it was ingenious. So I want to know how you guys... Absolutely. I want to know what you guys thought about that. Trinity, weigh in on the polygraph examiners.
I could hardly tweet. I was busy screaming. I was like, wow! I love this. I gotta tell you, I mean, you talk about coming way out of left field. Home run, definitely a home run. And it's good because nobody had a chance to gather anything. It's on the spot. Let's do this. Let's get it done. Let's get strapped down. We're going to get to, you're talking about the meat and bones. You're talking about the guts. We're about to bring some up. Enough with the facades. Let's chop away at this, and this is one way to do it.
Yeah.
Bravo for that idea. Definitely. Bravo.
Bravo to WBEG-DB. Listen, guy number 2, weigh in on the polygraph experts. Did you join drop?
I literally was like, wow. They're really about to pull the truth out of this thing. Yeah, I literally was in shock. Not too shocked, but shocked enough to be like, all right, they're about to break this thing down. It's about to get real serious. So, because the faces and the expressions were priceless. Oh my God, it was a brand new MasterCard commercial. Because I was like, what is getting ready to happen now?
Mm-hmm.
It was great. It was absolutely great.
Guy 3, weigh in on the polygraph experts.
I'm the same. I was in shock, too. I was like, I couldn't wait to hear what everybody was going to say or what was the outcome of after they all got their polygraph. So it was just so funny. It was hilarious.
It was. Here was the thing that got me, right? Because, I have been talking to you guys we have been discussing the fact that there were probably people in the house that we thought was there just to get a check. You know?
Mhm.
And we've seen it happen on previous seasons. People were there just to get a check. And, for me, it becomes insulting when I'm watching a television show. And I don't care what's scripted, what's not scripted. I want to immerse myself in it. And so when I start to feel like you're there just to get a check and your problems aren't real problems, your issues aren't real issues, then I feel duped. And then I have a problem with it. Then I want to go on the after show and rip you to shreds. So, after episode 8, I was ready to rip into them for episode 9. But those polygraph experts coming in meant you were caught off guard, and no matter how hard you tried, or how hard you tried to play us, or how much you came here for a check, we're going to get some dirt. And we're going to give these viewers what they want to see. And we were waiting for it. I was there for it. I was licking my fingers, had my hand in the bag of chips, and it was going down. So
they gave it to the people. Yes, they did. They gave it to the people. They gave it to the people. Bravo for that idea.
So, Trinity, look. All right. Here's some more things that floored me about that episode. So, we were rooting for different couples, right? There were people that we were rooting for individually. In each individual couple, there was at least one person that we were rooting for, right? So we thought that Tanner was just a butthole, right? And so we were like, oh, poor Jade, poor Jade, poor Jade. Why did Tanner say what he said about her mom? He's never going to live that down. How could he do that to her? He doesn't love her. And then this chick had a secret. This thing had a secret and a rat. So,
the only one who failed the polygraph. Oh, my goodness. She failed the polygraph. So she
got us on the okie doke. She did. She got us on the okie doke.
That thing was in Oklahoma with that okie doke.
Yeah, she got us. Yeah, she rodeo styled us. She really did. Yeah, she got us.
Yeah, that one got me. I did not expect that. I didn't see that one coming.
Blew me away.
Yeah, she got us on the blind side. Yeah,
I said, you know them quiet ones? Now, you can say what you want to say about me because I'm loud and I talk a lot. But I'm a man, so that's what I do. And I'm a certain kind of man. You know what I mean? Like, I get up in your face and tell you what it is. But but them quiet ones, you got to watch them quiet ones. Clearly.
You are not kidding. She was so quiet, I didn't even see. I forgot she was even there.
Wow.
So no wonder well, we won't know if they leave together because he was, I felt bad for him. I felt bad for Tanner. I really did. Like, wow.
So,
and
I think he
needed to go to the club. He needed to go somewhere. He needed to go to the club. He should have just immersed himself in that club, whether he could dance or not.
He should have Club single.
Yeah.
On Leave Your Behind Boulevard. Right there on Leave Your Behind Boulevard. Go right up there and hit it.
On that floor and just act a fool.
I know that's right. But look, let's talk about, I want guy number 3 to weigh in on this. Because, look, Jade wasn't the only one who gave us the Oklahoma okie doke. Because that Amber didn't even want to take. Oh, my God. Guy 3 weighed in on Amber refusing to do the polygraph.
Because she knew in her head what was going on or what they was going to find out.
Mm-hmm.
She just cheating in her marriage. She knew it. So it was so obvious. I mean, it was just funny what she was. Yeah.
What else? You think that's it?
And it was so funny. She was going around to everybody. Everybody was trying to tell her, well, she got to go through with it,
Mm-hmm.
So I just think she knew it, and it came out,
Wow.
That thing with her is that she had no right to say anything on party bus. Nothing. She had no right to say a word. She should have sat there mute. And don't tell them, see, they're getting in your life and they're doing this and they're trying to make it seem like, everybody else was against them. We already know that you portrayed something of perfection, and we already knew that wasn't true, because if that was true, you wouldn't be at marriage boot camp. So that's the one common denominator that brings all the couples together. So for her to say anything on the bus, on the way to the club, no, she was way out of line there. Everybody on the bus took the polygraph. She should have just sat there very quiet, but no, she was way more vocal than she should have been for somebody who didn't participate.
And she was about to meet the maker, because, baby, when she made a comment and that Cara Gravano said, what? Cara Gravano was about to step in her throat with both feet. I said, and she was like, they don't want me. And I was like, no, you don't want that Cara Gravano, because that one will give you the business quick.
Yeah.
I remember on an episode of Marriage, one of the young girls said, she was popping all this stuff for Karen and come back onto the show. She had been off for a few episodes. And she had come back on the scene, and she had went to meet Renee at the club. And the girl said, well, who are you? She said, I'm Karen. I'm Karen Gravano. And shoved that girl up against the wall. I was like, you know what? Baby, you wasn't no part of Karen. Karen, okay. I got a name for her. She's Karen, gorgeous gal, voluptuous gal, Gravano. You don't want no part of that, because Karen will beat you down, and then she will roll up pretty, beat you down, and roll out.
The same way. So there, the club scene was there. I think it was well balanced out, though. You got the shock of the time that you were there, because it got. You know what? Now that I think about it, it went all hand in hand. We got the season. The episode 8, and it was what it was. But in episode 9, that's when they kind of let you relax and do whatever on episode 8. But then episode 9, that was well played. Okay, that's the way I see it now. It was well played. You didn't know what was coming and how it was coming. And then after that, they let out your frustrations, your fears, or whatever by the club scene. So you get the time to relax, and then you get to do the polygraph. The polygraph puts you in a state of mind, and then you go to the club.
Ooh. Go ahead, guy number 3.
No, I was just saying I was a little surprised about the club scene, because I just felt I figured that guys would be doing more, but they kind of left early. They were really good. I just thought that I would just see them be like hanging with all these with these women, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I thought they were doing the most, but they didn't.
They would be drinking and be dancing with women and hanging. I just thought that they would have done more. They surprised me, that's all.
And I'm going to tell you why I think that they did not do that. After I get guy number 2 to weigh in on this whole thing with Amber, and then I'm going to jump back to you, guy number 3, and answer your question. I'm going to just comment on your comment about why these guys didn't seem to be doing all of the grinding, bumping, and partying that we thought that they should have been doing. So, guy number 2, what did you think about Amber not wanting to take the test?
Here's the real deal with this Amber chick, okay? Because I was rooting for her and the Hair Plug Prince. But now, the truth of the matter is, how you saw him yelling at her and everything when they were laying down at night or whatever and all this other stuff, and it just seemed like she was just so overwhelmed, and she can't believe he's saying these things. She goes toe-to-toe with him behind closed doors. And she was trying to play innocent, and she pulled the okie doke on her. So, I'm off Team Amber.
I get that because she did. There was a point where she told him, don't you speak. Shut your mouth right now. I was like, whoa, where'd that come from? You were timid Amber. You were timid Amber.
Exactly.
So clearly there's a little something else going on there. The Italian Tyrannosaurus is what she is. And here's the thing that got me. Yeah, maybe she was cheating. Of course she probably cheated in the relationship. But I guarantee you there was more to that than just cheating. And because she was scared to say anything, and she was fighting that thing tooth and nail, and she was just not, I'm just not going to do it. Okay? And
we're going to walk this garden. Finally came out and said that. because first she said it was her heart thing, and then she got a health condition, and then she's nervous about it. I mean, but they had all bases covered, boy. She hit, they punt right back. Well, no, we have a list of all the drugs.
All your medicines.
Okay, we have a list of all of it, okay?
All of it. That thing said, I got an ingrown toenail. They said, we got clippers.
Any question you have.
She said, I got an ingrown toenail. They said, we got clippers.
Yeah.
Where you are?
What's that?
That Amber is something else. But that Amber is from New Jersey. And so, you know, them some lying chicks over there in New Jersey. I don't trust nobody from Jersey. You know, I don't mess with them.
Amber's Pinocchio.
They lie and they lay low and spread it wide. But anyway, look, let's move on. Because here's something that I was really shocked about. Storm could not take the test because of the heart condition. And I was really not aware that you couldn't take a polygraph test because of the heart condition. But that was cool. You know, I didn't feel no kind of way. Storm
he's come a long way, though, too.
Yeah, he's been pretty upfront and forward, you know, since you've seen him. So I don't think that a polygraph would have told us that Storm does it all for himself. Karen, however, did the polygraph test, and I felt like she initially was a little uncomfortable just because, you know, thinking about your dad and all the people that surround that whole mob lifestyle that might have had to do that. And you just don't want to be seen in that. But she went up there, she kept it real and was 100% truthful. So do we all agree, kudos and thumbs up to Karen for keeping it real and staying true?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome.
Well,
now, look,
you know, Mr. C, those were my two favorites, you know.
Well, you did say that. You did say that for me.
Yeah, those were my two favorite, and I love my Nico, so I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna agree with you.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that Nico right now. That Nico. Okay. We're gonna talk
Margaret.
We're gonna talk about that nickel and that fake dime.
And Margaret. And Margaret.
We're gonna talk about them right now. Now look. So Marco, Nico, and America, they all had to do the test. I felt so bad, you guys, for America.
I did too. Oh, yes.
Did you guys feel bad for America?
Yeah.
Oh,
you know, it kind of felt like, to me, watching one of those late night commercials where they show you the dog tied up and left outside in the cold and starving to death. You can see the dog. Somebody said $6 and
trying to get a donation. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wanted to send America a donation of a backbone. I would send a backbone.
But she's another one that's come a long way, though.
I wanted that thing to go a long way, get away from Margot, who's using her.
Yeah, I was going to say, Margot, that's why I said no. She has, America has to know that she can make her own decisions. Don't wait and then have somebody decide for you.
Yeah. Guy number 3, what did you think about, well, you love Nico. Let's talk about Margot before you start talking about Nickel. So let's talk about the fake dime. What do you really think about this relationship, or it's not a relationship, this game that Margot is playing with America? Do you think it's fair?
That she really loves her?
Do you think it's fair? Because clearly she don't love her.
No,
I don't
she
think
doesn't.
she loves her.
Nah, she doesn't.
No, America has feelings for her, but yeah.
I think Margot likes her as like a side piece. But I don't think I agree with you with that. I don't think she really loves her. I think she just likes her as a side piece. I think she's into that. You know, she wants her husband and she wants a side piece. And I'm surprised with Nico that he doesn't go for that. But I don't think America would go for that anyway. You would have to get somebody that would like that and like him too. I don't think America really.
Well, look, America, as you just called her, will go for anything because Donald Trump is getting ready to be president. But the woman America that you're talking about, her, America, you're saying that you don't think that Nico will go for her being a part of the relationship with him and Margot?
Yes. I just don't see it. He has not shown any like have we ever seen him talk to her? I don't think I ever seen them conversate together.
I thought they was going to have some real dialogue on the party bus.
Yeah. I haven't never seen them like talk or discuss anything together. So I'm like, I guess Nico's not interested in her at all, even if a threesome, because I do know his history. He is kind of freaky. So
yeah, but he will. Yeah, he's freaky. He will go there, but I don't know why.
Yeah, I think maybe because America sort of looks more and tries to imitate more of a guy. I think if she was a little bit more feminine,
right.
maybe
Right.
so.
What does that mean? Because he was accused of having a male roommate who he was supposedly, allegedly messing around with in Atlanta. K. Michelle dropped that bombshell on Love and Hip Hop. So,
I didn't know that.
I read that on back one of the shows. It was Love and Hip Hop. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't know. My thing is this. Here's what I deducted, you guys. This is just my opinion. I'll let you guys, sound off on this. My deduction is this. I looked at this thing very closely, and I said, how does this thing really work? Because I still believe it's all about a check for them. So here's what I think.
Margot, because she's not relevant anywhere else. I haven't seen her doing anything. Yeah.
At all. She might be relevant in the hardware store in the mock section.
Exactly.
But
she was the cashier before that. I don't know.
Exactly.
First appearance on Love and Hip Hop.
You could find her in mocks. So here's the what I deducted. Okay. Margot was in a relationship with Nico at some point, and they claimed they were married. But these television marriages, who knows? They claimed that they were married. So they became friends, and they said, okay, well, here's what we're going to do. He got on a reality show. We could do it. We have personality. Let's go. So everybody wanted to be on a reality show. He happened to make it on one first. Then he later on brought her in, because I'm not going to forget you, right? We said we're going to do this together. She, in turn, does whatever she does, and she somehow bumped into, probably in Atlanta or abroad, bumped into Merica, met her. Merica looked at her because this woman is a little enticing. She could be a little, vampy and enticing. So Merica looked at her and said, wow, she's into me. She's black. She's beautiful. He's Australian, and these foreign women really love black women and black men. So she looked at Merica, and they said, Merica looked at Margot and said, I can do this. Margot, however, saw her as a possible extension of a storyline for them on the reality TV.
Because, they will get boring real quick. Yeah.
Right. So here's what I think they did. I think they said, boom, we're going to be on Marriage Boot Camp. What we're going to do is we're going to bring you in, and you're going to get a check, but you're going to play like you're my girlfriend. Although we're not together, we're really good friends, and I really like you, and you're this great, what would you call her? She's a model, but she is a transgender. Is she transgender? What is?
I was going to say, did they say androgynous? I don't even.
Androgynous. Right. Androgynous, homogenized milk, whatever. She's a model, a female model that looks like a man. Nobody knows who she is. So this is going to let people know who you are. Millions of people are going to know your name now. You're going to get paid. You're going to get a check. And then we're going to get a check. And then we'll be all over the place. I think that's what happened. But I think America kind of caught feelings. And you can see that play out in her face.
Those feelings, that's obvious. Yeah.
Yeah. And then her reaction. But for the other ones, I think it's just a check. And I don't like Nico for that. In fact, I tweeted him the other day, and I said, listen, if you look far enough, you can see your future. You can see it. You can see that vision of who you are and what you're supposed to be if you just look far enough. And sometimes when you can't see it, other people who want the best for you can see it, and you need to listen. Sometimes your future and obtaining the future that you want is all about the vantage point. And that's what I text them. You got to see past all of this. I'm sleazy, slimy, greasy, sexy under a big old hat to kind of get where I want. And if you think that's going to take you to the vision, you're sadly mistaken. So I want you guys to just tell me what you guys think about my theory that this was all about a paycheck for America somehow caught feelings. Trinity, weigh in on that.
I would agree with you because, again, her relevance was on a very short stint on Love and Hip Hop. Beyond that, and even Nico came in on the tail end of a Love and Hip Hop. Oh, so them together. I mean, I think on Love and Hip Hop, they were divorced or separated or something, you know, and all of a sudden she shows up, and now they're having problems, you know, in a marriage, and then they get, you know, America, who's, you know, for the most part innocent because English is her second language. That means a lot. No, I mean, honestly, it does. It does mean a lot because, you know, they were probably talking so fast, you know, and
right.
she is, you know, she is a model, so yeah, and it's a way to get it known. Now, modeling, we all know that's a whole different world as it is.
Right.
And so androgyny, you know, that is acceptable. That's a coming of age kind of, you know, thing in the industry. So she didn't necessarily need marriage boot camp. However, once again, English is her second language. They needed her. She didn't necessarily need them because the agency would be built around what America wants to do.
I totally agree with that, except for the fact that when you said she didn't need them, they needed her. I totally agree. But with the way that they presented it to her, much like a company that you go to interview for, you know, position in a company, they make you believe that you need them. When they're the one who needs the physical body there to do the work. They need the talent and the skill. So really they need you. So that is, again, the Oklahoma okie doke, take you outside and give you, you know, that whole okie doke. So I get that. Guy number 2, weigh in on this thing with America. We already know that she was, you know, kind of like the puppy dog in the show, and you just feel for her. Do you want to just pick her up and take her home yourself?
No, because she'll drink all my liquor. But here's the deal. She was just getting a check. You know, she's friends with Margot, and, you know, they cool and all sort of stuff. But she has this thing for Nico. You know, this thing going off to the side with him, sitting out on the porch and making all these googly eyes. I was like, okay, whatever. And then she went ahead and admitted in the polygraph that she still had a thing for Nico. So no, I really don't feel sorry for America. She knows what she's getting herself into. She knows what she's involved in. She's getting her check. We'll see her on the cover of some magazine somewhere spilling the beans later. So, yeah, she's good.
Wow.
So she's just a jump off then.
I wouldn't even call it a jump off. This is very hold my hand and walk with me into this room and sit down and sit on this couch and act like you love me. I really do. I mean, because it doesn't translate. I mean, if you really look at their body language,
right,
it tells the entire story. I mean, not to get all technical and break it down, but it's just like, oh, y'all, come on. You know, nobody was born yesterday. I can see right through this. You know, she probably does have a couple of feelings for you. She ain't feeling her like that. Y'all are good friends. You're very good friends. Come on, get this check, get known, get your face seen. Let's ride this train, and then we'll push you off later. You know, she's going to be sweeping the caboose by the end of the, you know, somebody's seen it or something.
Oh, the season finale will tell
the end of it.
Listen, I believe that is about the most raw and real up in your face opinion about the show, and I believe that opinion is actually a fact, and I'm going to ride with that. Are we going to ride with that, guys?
We'll ride with that.
Let's ride.
I want to ride with that.
Did y'all catch one scene when Margot, I forgot who she was talking to, but she was in the kitchen and she was lying on the kitchen table?
Oh, go ahead.
She was talking.
She was talking to Nico.
Yeah, that was
okay. Yes. I was like, what the hell is she lying on the kitchen table where people eat at?
Yes, I was like, people eat
I was like,
is right now?
Oh.
Yeah, it's very common. Very 7-Eleven. Very 7-Eleven.
Oh, okay.
It was Alley Cat. Alley Cats do that.
Yeah.
Alley Cats have more class than that.
Well, you know, not them little Puerto Rican Alley Cats. My friend had a little Puerto Rican Alley Cat over in Sunnyside, Queens, and that cat would be all up on the stove. We were roommates at the time. I had to move out. I said, now, I just don't. There's things I will do, and things I just won't do, and I will not do an alley cat on the stove. So, I have to go. One day I'll tell you guys a funny story about me and the cat. We had a showdown. Me and this alley cat. We had a showdown, and I want you to know. Okay. He won a couple of battles, but I won the war. Look, speaking about winning the war, let's talk about Judge Lynn Toler, who laid the smackdown on those housemates because she said, okay, do you have questions? And people were like, no, I don't have any, but I have questions. And then a couple of them presented questions that they wanted to have presented to their partners during the polygraph examination. And Amber, I believe Amber asked a question, or presented a question that she wanted to be asked of Jim. Baby, as soon as she took it, I don't think she got it fully out of her mouth yet. Judge Lynn said, we're not asking that question, we're asking this.
Yeah.
Slammed them. Boom.
Damn.
And so she really presented them with questions that would challenge any lie or anything that they thought they were going to hide and walk away from the show with a check and then hide the truth. You know what I mean?
Right.
They'd be trying, you know what I mean? They'd show up on another show later with more garbage. So what did you guys think about the smackdown that Judge Lynn Toler laid on the cats? Weigh in, guy number 2.
She smacked them. She got them. She really got them. She stood strong on that. When she started changing the questions, I would ask you. I said, "Uh-oh, somebody's in trouble." She was taking no short. She was on that thing, and I really enjoyed it. She really livened it up. I mean, that was excellent. I loved it.
What did you think, Trinity?
Yes, absolutely. When she said, "No, we're not," she was in confident, commanding control. I love that. And what's her name again? Amber. She did not like that challenge. That's why she was being overly ballistic about, they're against us and trying to, no, they're trying to help you with your relationship. They're not against your relationship. They're trying to help you,
Well, one of the things that she said was, she wanted to present a question. Judge Lynn said to Amber, we're not asking that. We're going to ask, your question is going to be, have you ever stepped outside of the marriage and had an affair? Have you ever cheated during your marriage?
She was like 2 words from saying, I see you, Amber, so don't try me,
And then her tongue spilled out of her mouth. Amber's tongue literally rolled out of her mouth across the room and crawled up under I was like, did her tongue roll up under the other chair? It was hiding.
As long as you understand me, right?
Yes. Guy number 3. Tell me what you thought about the way Judge Lynn Toler handled that. Like, kudos to her or what?
Yeah, definitely kudos to her. I think Amber knew that she already knew, and I think that she would know right away.
All right, so we agree to that point, guy number 3. So let me ask you this. Does it change you guys' mind about Jim? Because we all thought Jim was a complete jerk.
Yeah.
Complete jerk. So does it change your mind, guy number 2, about Jim now that we found out that Amber has been less than honest with us and with what she reveals?
Well, I guess on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give him, maybe back 2 points. But, Jim's a jerk, and, he's the hair plug prince. So we're just going to keep it where it is. And like I said, because he's an ass. I mean, we know he is. So, there's no disputing that. He can't come on here and say, oh, well, I'm not really like that. Bruh, cut it out. We know who you are. You've already shown us who you are. We believe you. So, like I said, I'll give him 2 points back. But other than that, nah, bruh.
So, okay, Trinity, does it change your opinion at all about Tanner and how, just disconnected he appeared to be from Jade, now that you know that Jade has been, less than honest?
So shocked. I was so shocked about that. Now I am into a little bit more, I have a little bit more empathy for Tanner, because before I was like, nah, Tanner, you're cold as ice, bro. You should be happy to be married to her this long. Now I could see something, and maybe he was feeling something that he just couldn't express. Now he accepted the fact that she did talk to other ex-boyfriends, but she's still talking to him. And he got, he got to see that along with everybody else in the room, So I got some more empathy for Tanner, definitely.
Here's what I think, right? So we always see strangers, people, we hear stories, we watch television, we see people on the street, and we always say, well, why is he treating her like that? Or why is she treating him like that? And nobody deserves to be treated that way, and he's wrong and she's wrong. We always, voice our opinions, not just us, but everyone does it. But the truth is, when someone's treating someone a certain way, there's always a reason why. And whether I'm not justifying why, I'm just saying there's always a reason why. Whether it is that person doesn't have a great amount of self-esteem, maybe they're living in fear, something. There's a backstory, or maybe they're being mistreated because they've done some mistreating themselves. Done some things themselves. So there's always something there. So now, what this episode has done for me is going to make me watch the next season a bit more closely. And I am not going to be so quick to pass judgment on, who I like and who I dislike. I'm going to hold this tongue a little bit, just a little bit. I'm very opinionated. I'm going to hold it just a little bit until I really get the meat. Get into the meat of these housemates. But I do have another question for you guys, because when we talk about what people's doing to deserve what they're getting and from who they're with, let's talk about Kiki and Michael.
Oh, Kiki. Hey, Kiki.
Oh, my God. Okay. So, look, guy number 2. I want to get guy number 2, then guy number 3. And I know Trinity has a lot to say about Kiki. So let's go to guy number 2 first. And I want you to tell me what you thought about Kiki Wyatt when she flipped out. Talking about calling her mutt and all kind of things, and who he's dating, and if he's dating dark skins, does he like dark skinned women more than he like light skinned women? Tell me what you think about that whole scene she put on.
Okay, so I love Kiki. I always have. She's a phenomenal talent, and I think she has a beautiful voice. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to being an actress, you're horrible. I can see right through you because everything is completely transparent. And I thought it was BS that she tried to cop out of that lie detector by saying she was pregnant. You already have 20 kids. You can't be pregnant for a 48th time. Like, so just cut it out. Let's just cut it out. You knew that was your segue to get out of that, and you really tried it. I really think you pushed the envelope on that. But as far as all of those other things, I mean, I guess I could imagine when she was growing up, she probably was subjected to a few things because we don't know her true background. And I could probably see, or relate to maybe, okay, there was a little name calling. But for real, anybody that has the mouth that she has and has the, I guess, gall, I don't know what she calls it. I don't know. I call it prepackaged drama. But,
it's gall.
She really honestly, I don't believe all that. I mean, I probably believe maybe 10% of the whole thing. It's just crap. So.
Okay, so you don't believe there's really an issue between her and Michael and her distrust of Michael?
Well, here's the thing. I think that she literally has a self-esteem issue. And not in so much a bad way, but, maybe she does have a poor image of herself. And, Michael, even though he is, he's definitely in love with her. Like, I don't see him seeing anybody else. But it's hard for me to believe that she's so insecure that she keeps trying to dump it on him, and it's really a true issue for him. Because I don't see him receiving it that way. Like, for instance, she's always accusing him of something, but yet he's just so resilient to it. He's just like, okay. I mean, she literally told the man to go kill himself on the show, and he was like, okay, yeah, right. He doesn't even fall for it anymore. He's not in that whole gamut. So she's in a whole other stratosphere with that thought process. I don't know what she's doing.
Guy number 3, tell me what you think about the relationship. That's how the stratosphere, as guy number 2 puts it, between Kiki and Michael.
Well, I wanted to give her the Best Actress Award of the year. Because this is like guy number 2 was saying that she is a bad actress. But I see that's what she wants to be. I think that's what she wants to be, because it was just bad, and I just think that she does. Like he said, I feel that she do have a lot of low self-esteem. Just the way she talks and the way she, feels. I just think that she shouldn't be acting that way.
Mm-hmm.
I see why everybody really thinks she's crazy, because just the way she acts. She has this crazy name for herself. Everybody just thinks she's crazy. Now I see. Now I see exactly. So it was crazy, I feel bad for him, He got to deal with this.
Wow. Trinity,
yeah.
weigh in on Kiki and Michael Ford.
Kiki. First, when I first saw that they were a couple, I couldn't believe. I was like, well, how did they find each other? How did they find each other? How did they, end up together? But okay, here we are.
Yeah.
Jeez. And she just browbeat that, she just browbeats him. It's unbelievable the things she said. Everything is all in delivery with her. She had him so caught up that even on the club scene with the guys, he didn't even enjoy it. So he went, who sits down at a club? I mean, he literally sat. You don't sit down the whole time. He actually sat down at the club, and was looking for her to show up. I'm like, she's got him spooked. This is unbelievable.
Very sad.
And not only that, and not only that, it's the whole thing of she's got a lot of. I think that she really needs somebody to talk to, like a therapist, to get everything out. She showed a lot. In the boot camp. I mean, she lost a child. Some childhood things that she didn't let go of. I mean, I think maybe everybody got some level of fun made to them, teasing and being teased. I think, that kind of, made its rounds with everybody that ever went to school anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And okay, she's biracial, and so she thinks her husband is looking, at dark-skinned women. If he wanted a dark-skinned woman, I mean, come on, he could get one. He's with Kiki, and once she begin to accept his love, I think she'll be able to settle down. Another thing that caught me off with Kiki is that the thought or that you might be pregnant, you were throwing them back like somebody was, trying to snatch the liquor from you. Now, when I saw that, I said, wait a minute, if you think you're pregnant, what are you doing? Just the thought of it, and you throwing them back,
Well, let's be clear here. And this was a comment that I just threw out to the doctors that evening. When she believes that Kiki I believe there's definitely some spirits going on there. Aside from Hennessy, the cognac and the vodka, there's some other spirits going on there. Is she a great talent? Yes. Will I ever take that from her? No. But
no, she can blow.
Kiki has so many children, I don't believe that she gets enough time to herself and enough attention put on her. And so what she does is she literally creates these situations that will draw Michael near to her, to coddle her and make up to her and be, it's okay. I apologize, because it makes her feel like he's paying attention to her, not to the 19 kids running around. Okay?
Right.
Not to Kiki, who he was managing, Kiki the artist, but to Kiki the person.
Yeah.
So I think she plays on that. But also, I believe that Michael is with her because when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And so he has this thing, because he said that he used to take care of his sister, right? When all of that stuff happened with their parents. So now he went out and found a woman who was very needy. I mean, what I thought was very interesting was that Kiki made a comment after the polygraph experts had proven that Michael was honest and he does not have a desire toward darker-skinned women. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
She turned right around, threw that eyebrow up looking like the Joker, and said, well, now I'm just wondering if he's into white women.
Yeah.
I know, he was like, oh, my God.
That thing is riddled with demons. But see, really what that is, she wanted to continue that antagonistic behavior, antagonize him so he'll give me attention, antagonize him and he'll give me attention. I would have took her and put her out with the trash. She'd have been not in the trash, but out with the trash. All of this garbage that you're doing, we're gonna take you out the curb. You can give it to sanitation, and when you finish, you can come back in here and be a real person. Be a real person. All right, you guys. So real quick, let's talk about as we can close this episode out. I want to talk about Dr. Ish and Dr. B and how they handled this episode because they were kind of quiet.
Yeah.
And they let the judge rule, you know? So what did you guys think about that and how they played, in regards to the whole situation with Amber trying to get out of doing the task and dealing with American Margot and all of those guys, and even with Kiki. What do you guys think of the doctors this episode? Let's talk to guy number 3 about that.
Well, I think they saw that Judge Tolo handled it. And I think they knew that they did what they supposed to do, and Judge was there to do what she's supposed to do, and they all come together at the end. But I just think at that time they just knew that at that point she had everything under control with everything. So that's why I just feel that's why maybe they were kind of quiet,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What about you, guy number 2?
I think they were trying to do the good cop, bad cop thing. Just unfortunately, Judge Solo was the bad cop. So they kind of stayed in the background, and they used their, ability to be observant and to literally, know how to target and approach the couples this time. And, because sometimes being strong and silent can be very powerful. So that's what I really think that they were trying to do.
Gotcha. So, okay, Trinity, weigh in on the doctors.
The doctors, they were, it's good to have, I guess, a secret room or the monitor room, wherever you want to call it, because that's when they can kind of, zero in. They knew full well that the judge, could handle the things the way that she was handling it. But being in the, I guess, the monitor's room, I don't know the correct name, they get to observe them from a different perspective, so while they weren't present around them, they were there. And so, and there was time for, they got a chance themselves, the doctors themselves, to kind of regroup, but also stay on point.
Awesome. My opinion about the doctors is just this. They were great. They played their positions, and I loved it. The judge ruled with an iron fist this episode, and I loved it. They got out of the way because she was going to crack the wood, and they didn't want to get hit with the splinters. So I love it. Look, guys, we're going to end this episode because guess what? We're going to be back talking about. We're coming back to talk about If Loving You Is Wrong, the finale. Yeah. So, you guys will be right back with another episode of The After Show. Stay tuned.